Hello everyone, this is Daniel and just had a lot of meal. But anyway, let me talk about what I had for a dream. And this is probably the reason why people are going suicidal in the future, I guess. I don't know, but in America, there are things I would like to point out in the next coming year, possibly the year after. And that's to pertain to really Babylon of America. And you know how America is with their slaves and all that, you know. And they always, and how they always, just seduce the kings of the world, obviously. But then there's also this. You know how bad Babylon has to get until God goes against it in judgment? There's abominations that he has to go by. There's one of them is basically worshiping him in a false way and basically mocking him. Then there's Sodom and Gomorrah. Then there's violence. Things like that. Well, America's going to become like Sodom and Gomorrah, which is already becoming to be like, but it's not quite as bad as Sodom and Gomorrah actually. And basically, this is what the devil plans, even though God basically, he said, okay, you can give him the dream that you plan to give to America, but I won't let him be tempted completely. So that's what I believe is going on. So this is what the devil was planning on doing, even though he's basically harassing me, but basically this is what the devil is literally planning on doing. He's planning on getting some of the people in America naked. I was like, things like I said, like one of the things I said, which was pertaining to God, obviously. I said, oh, this is the dream I had before. That's exactly what I said. And let's leave it at that people were without clothing. And they were doing things that were not kosher to YouTube right now. And the reason why I'm basically, it's not like I'm a false prophet, but it's like God is letting the devil just harass me, but he's saying this is my prophecy right now. So this is the reason why God says, okay. This is the reason why God says, what was I going to say? But basically it's the reason why God says, I'm going to let these things happen. I'm just going to let him prophesy wherever he wants to prophesy, because whenever he gives people these dreams, he says, alright, the devil is planning on doing that, and I'll let that happen for a season. Because, God will let certain dreams happen, and, this is what the Masons do. The Messianic people say, okay, this is what they plan in Simpsons, but then there's God just intervenes with that happening. So I might be a stage 2 prophet, like what happens to America. But my prophecy to you right now is just be calm. Don't let that bother you. And anyone that is saved right now, anyone that is basically saying that I've accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior, you're going to heaven no matter what. So use everything from the Bible, like just say, don't worry, you're saved. But this is what's going to happen. America's going to literally be destroyed by fire. Rome is going to be part of the Antichrist system. And Great Britain is going to lose its money from America. And so is in China. So there's going to be a great famine of bread and wine and all the food. And the rich people are not going to be affected completely. So, and there's that. Now, why the rush? Well, I've thought of this right now because God told me right now. But why the rush to let people just, run around doing whatever they want, and just having pantsless people, things like that. Well, the rush to have less clothing in the world, in America, is to basically make food prices a little bit cheaper. Some people buy leather just from cows, and some trees produce the clothes that people wear. And then there's also plastics from the oil companies, which are trying to produce less for clothing, and whatever they're trying to do it with, and get chips and all that. So America has a solution, and it's from Biden, I think. And obviously, well, not obviously, well, people are going to say, well, we can do whatever we want. So this is why America becomes Sodom and Gomorrah. Someone already prophesied to you that, I think it's in the 60s or 70s, I think it was, that people would become gay, and people will become like homosexual, and they will do whatever they want with their gender. And that's already happened in 2015 America, and it's been a cycle since, I would say, 2003. Then in other places, like, it's like other times, it's like people are protesting freedoms, and they're doing abortions and protesting abortions, but now they're just, in the future, they will protest people with clothing, and it's going to be ugly. So this is why America is Babylon. Not Babylon as a religion, but really Babylon in the money system. So really there are two Babylons. Babylon the Great, which is America, Babylon the harlot, which is really Rome. And Babylon in America is going to be completely like, there's a way that God says this. It's going to be completely destroyed because, well, He says, well, I have all the riches and splendors, and you do not realize you are naked and desolate. That's symbolic for what's going to happen in the future. Remember that. And this is what the devil is planning, and this is what God says, okay, this is going to happen. So it was both God and the devil just saying, okay, here's what I'm going to plan, and it's the devil saying, okay, I have the cool thing happening. So it was a mixed bunch, but one for harassment, I know that for a fact, and then another one for what's going to happen. Sometimes these things do happen because, what happened with the guy with the gay people, it's like he didn't want to have it, but God said, okay, this is exactly what's going to happen, and the devil's going to have to attack you for that reason, so that I get that message across. And God does use evil for good. It's not necessary evil, it's God using the evil for good. And right now I'm saying, okay, this is what the devil is planning on doing. I'm going to expose it for what it is. And, even though I don't have much time to say it right now, but all the things that are leading up to Babylon are happening right now. And it didn't lead up in the 60s and 70s, it happened right now. Now remember, Biden is pretty much the broken president. And there's no longer going to be any good presidents after that. There might be Kamala Harris, there might be Biden, but there's going to be a lot of people that just don't know what they're doing because of the people in America that just are just savages. So that's what's going to happen. All right. I'll be done now. Okay. Bye.